Hey Sally, you know Halloween is just around the corner, right?
Yep, Timmy. I can't wait for all the candy and dressing up. But do you ever wonder why we celebrate Halloween?
You know, I'm not exactly sure. I think it has something to do with ghosts and stuff. Maybe we should ask our parents.
That's a good idea. Let's find out.
So, I asked my mom, and she said Halloween has a really long history.
Really? What did she say?
Well, Halloween actually comes from an ancient Celtic festival called Samhain. They celebrated it on October 31st to mark the end of summer and the beginning of winter. They believed that on this night, the boundary between the living and the dead was thin, so ghosts and spirits could come back to Earth.
Ghosts and spirits? That sounds scary.
Yeah, but they didn't want to be scared. They would wear costumes and light bonfires to ward off the evil spirits. That's where our tradition of wearing costumes and carving pumpkins comes from.
Wow, that's interesting. But how did it become Halloween?
Well, when the Romans conquered the Celtic lands, they merged their festivals with Samhain, which eventually evolved into what we now know as Halloween. The name Halloween comes from All Hallows Eve, the night before All Saints' Day, a Christian holiday.
So, it's like a mix of different traditions?
Exactly. And over time, it's become a fun holiday where kids like us get to dress up, go trick-or-treating, and eat lots of candy.
Trick-or-treating is my favorite part. But why do we say trick or treat?
Well, when people started celebrating Halloween in America, kids would go door to door asking for food or money. If they didn't get anything, they would play pranks or tricks on the homeowners. So, saying trick or treat is like a friendly warning. But nowadays, it's all about the treats.
That's much better than playing tricks. And speaking of treats, do you have any favorite Halloween candy?
I love all candy, but I think my favorite is candy corn.
Candy corn? Really?
Yeah, it's like tiny, sugary corn-shaped bites of happiness.
Well, I like chocolate bars and gummy worms. They're so yummy.
Chocolate and gummy worms are classics. Hey, what are you dressing up as this year?
I'm going to be a witch. I even have a pointy hat and a broomstick.
That sounds awesome. I'm going as a spooky ghost. I'll have a white sheet with holes for my eyes.
You'll make a cute ghost.
Thanks, Sally. Halloween is going to be so much fun this year. You know what else is fun about Halloween? Haunted houses.
Oh, yeah. Those are so spooky and cool. Have you been to one before?
Yeah, last year, my family and I went to a haunted house in our neighborhood. It was super scary, but also so much fun. Ghosts, zombies, and monsters were everywhere, and I screamed like a banshee.
I've never been to one, but I really want to go this year. Maybe we could go together?
That's a fantastic idea, Sally. We'll brave the spooky haunted house together and protect each other from any ghosts or goblins.
Deal. And after that, we can have a Halloween movie night with all the classic horror movies.
Yes. We can watch Hocus Pocus, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and maybe even Casper the Friendly Ghost to balance out the scarier ones.
Sounds like the perfect Halloween night. But before all of that, we need to plan our trick-or-treating route. We have to hit all the houses with the best candy.
Absolutely. And we should have a strategy for the houses with those tricky puzzles or challenges before they give out candy. Last year, Mrs. Johnson made us solve a riddle.
Oh, I remember that. She had us guessing how many eyeballs were in the jar. I thought it was real eyeballs.
Me too. but it was just peeled grapes. Mrs. Johnson is always so creative with her Halloween treats.
Halloween really brings out the creativity in people, doesn't it? From spooky decorations to costumes and treats, everyone goes all out.
It's the one day of the year when it's okay to be as spooky, funny, or creative as you want. It's like a magical day when anything can happen.
You're right, Timmy. Halloween is like a special adventure, and I'm so glad we get to experience it together.
Me too, Sally. Halloween is all about friends, fun, and a little bit of fright. I can't wait to make more spooktacular memories this year.
Hope you have beautiful and magical dreams. Have a good night.